Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. HVK all day. Let's get it, man. Hope you guys are doing good. Appreciate you guys for tuning in to another video. Make sure to hit that like button, comment below, and subscribe if you're new. But basically, the topic of today's video, guys, is going to be a story time. So get your popcorn ready, man. This video is going to be crazy, all right? But basically, what I wanted to talk about in this video is how I went to downtown Las Vegas on a high SR street, guys, and it was the weirdest thing ever. It was very eye-opening, right? Because I have gone to Vegas 3 times. That was my third time. The first time was in 2020, okay? A friend took me there, and we just went to like the strip, right? We didn't really do much. There wasn't really that much people out. We just kind of walked around a little bit. Nothing crazy, right? The second time that I went, it was in 2023, and that time was kind of cool, man, because I went skydiving on my way in. I went to the Stratosphere. Okay, I went to the Stratosphere afterwards, and I rode the rides on top of the building, and like I bungee jumped off of it as well. And then after that, I went down to Fremont Street, and then I zip lined through all those lights and stuff like that. So I did all that like in such a short period of time, bro. Like basically within one day. So I was like moving all over the place, right? I was moving all over the place, man. So it was a cool experience, bro. But excuse me, I just literally had breakfast, guys. I'm still feeling kind of full. But the third time, guys, it was a very different experience, man. And it was very like strange, okay? So the only reason why I went out there, guys, was because I was gonna take a tour. Okay, I was gonna go from Las Vegas to the Grand Canyon. Okay, so I didn't want to drive all the way out there. So instead, I just went to Vegas, and I was gonna stay there for one night, and then I was gonna take a bus tour to the Grand Canyon the next day. So that's what I did. That was my plan. That was the only reason that I was gonna go out there, anyways. So like I headed out, right? Like the whole drive there, it was pretty chill, It was just very scenic, very relaxing, just seeing all the mountains and stuff and just vibing, right? Just vibing out. So I was in a good mood, and then I got to my hotel. I stayed in downtown, right, by Fremont Street. And like I said, man, like everything was cool, I was excited, man. Like I was like, I couldn't believe that I was there, bro. Like it was such a trip. Um, Figuratively and literally, right? But when I got there, like I just felt good, I just felt like excited. I felt like you already know, man. Like I recorded a video on it and stuff. Uh, but afterwards, I went to go walk around, right? I went to go walk around, and bro, literally after walking around for like less than an hour, bro, like my whole vibe just changed. I went from being like excited and like feeling good, energetically, to being like over it. Like I was over it already, you know, because the thing about Las Vegas, guys, I wanted to mention this before I move forward onto this video, is that it's so artificial, you know. There's literally no nature out there. I did not see a single patch of grass while I was out there. Okay, like it's just like very artificial, guys. Like you're just surrounded by cement and buildings and lights and like just a very unnatural environment, like for human beings. Like us as humans, we're supposed to be in nature. We're supposed to be surrounded by nature. We're supposed to be um you know in these natural type of environments, bro, because it's good for our spirit. you know Nature is alive. So when there's no nature, there's really no life in the environment. So at the same time, you know God is in nature as well. The source of life is in nature. So when there's like no nature around you, bro, it's just a different type of energy. It's a more like artificial type of energy, bro. Like when you're surrounded by just like man-made stuff, all these like 5G towers everywhere, and like all this like distorted energy, bro. Okay, so as I was walking down like Fremont Street, bro, like you just see like the weirdest things, guys, you know? And the type of people that are in Vegas, man, is just like the most like low grade type of people that you will see. You know, they're just like half naked Jezebels everywhere. People just getting drunk, people just being like high. Like that's all you smell, bro. Like when you're walking through the street, all you smell is just weed and piss, bro, like in the air. That's all you smell, bro. And just like different like musics and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. Like, obviously, like it's impressive. Like seeing all the buildings, um, seeing like the lights and the structures and things like that. It's very like uh cool. In the very beginning. It's very like impressive in the very beginning. But at the same time, bro, like you could see like right through it very quickly. The veil is pretty thin. Like if you're like a spiritual person, like if you're conscious, if you're like aware, you are very in tune with like yourself and stuff like that, bro. You feel like completely like different, bro. You literally feel like you're surrounded by like zombies, bro. Because like I said, the environment itself is like low vibration already. Like I said, there's no nature out there. It's just you're surrounded by like a bunch of advertisements, a bunch of buildings and billboards and like all this weird stuff and bro, so like it's just a totally different vibe, right? And if you're like sober, if you're on retention, man, you're on right, you're living like righteously, bro. You go to a place like Vegas, man, where they call it Sin City, man. You're gonna see how demonic it is, bro. Straight up, bro. Like that's what it kind of like this third trip. It kind of showed me, bro. Like Vegas is very, low vibrational, man, and it's like, yeah, bro. It's like demonic, bro. Like somewhat, like you know what I'm saying. Like it really is, man. Because like when I was walking through Fremont Street, bro, I just seen like a lot of like just like weird stuff, bro. Like that's just the best way I could explain it, bro. Like Vegas is so weird, like they have like these street performers or like they have these people like in these circles where they stand. And there's like this one person, I don't know if he was like a homeless guy or something, but basically he was just like selling like his own ish, right? He had like a turd and he was like selling it, and then he had like a animal part, like I don't want to be too vulgar, like he had some type of like a private part, right, of an animal. And I didn't really stand too much like in one spot. Like I was just moving, guys. Like I didn't really stop moving. I was just kind of like being the observer, feeling like Neo in the Matrix, feeling like that guy from the movie They Live, okay, where he puts on the glasses and he just sees the world for what it is. That's how I felt like, guys. I was just kind of just being the observer, not really being so like in how would you call it, like intrigued by like all that stuff. Like I was just looking at stuff, right? Like I was just seeing what there was, and everything that I was looking at, guys, it was just so like demonic, bro. It was like so low vibrational. They had like these stands um where it just had like lustful, clothing, just like profanity and like all this stuff, man. And then like I said, like half naked Jezebels and just like these dudes without their shirt on and like bro, just like weird vibes, bro. Like weird people out there, man. Straight up. And literally like that was just within like a 40-minute walk, just walking around, not really being in one spot like for a long time, just kind of seeing around, right? And then yeah, man, I ended up going back to like my hotel. I went back to my hotel, and then that's when I shot the live video, okay? That's when I shot like a live video out there, keeping myself like occupied. I hit the gym as well, and then I went swimming. So that was like a cool experience right there, going swimming. And then it was cool that there was like a gym inside as well. But I did that, I headed back to the hotel. And then like I just, like I said, I was over it already, I was just like over it. And like I just waited a little bit. I was like in the hotel room for like a few hours. and I decided to, go back outside. Like once it started getting dark, I decided to go back outside. And my plan was to go to the Stratosphere, you know. But bro, like, if you're in Vegas, guys, like, you don't want to be walking around for too long. Like, if you're trying to go somewhere, like, hop on the bus, okay? Because walking just takes forever, bro. I'm used to like either being in a car, riding a skateboard or a bike. But if you're like in these like certain environments, guys, you do not want to be like walking for too long. Okay. So that's what I did, man. Like I ended up just like breaking down some money. I got some change and I hopped on the bus and I went down to Fremont Street and I went to the Stratosphere. All right. And that's probably like the most chill like spot that you could go to if you're like in downtown. It's kind of away from like all that chaotic energy down on Fremont Street. Because like I said, bro, like they're playing like all types of music sometimes, like all types of like different music, and it's just like a lot of like chaos, bro. A lot of like weird vibes and degenerate people, man. So like I said, like in the very beginning, sure, it's impressive, like the lights and the building structures, but like it gets old like so fast. And like I said, like if you're not getting drunk, if you're like aware, you're conscious, bro, like you're gonna see right through like the BS. So yeah, man, I went down to Fremont, or not Fremont Street. I went down to the Stratosphere. Okay, and it was more chill. I was just seeing like the view like of the city, and yeah, man, I was there, and then like I ended up like heading back, and yeah, guys, like you just see like cops everywhere. Like cops just like going down the street. Like ambulances, like all this, like bro, it literally feels like a movie, bro. It feels crazy, bro. Like freaking like helicopters like flying over the city, and it's just like definitely like a eerie vibe about it. Like you just hear like the helicopters like echoing through like the city, and sirens and bro, like all this crazy nonsense, man. And it's just like it's literally like an NPC city. Like I said, it's so artificial, bro. Like people just go there and just get drunk and just like, bro, like the city itself is like very, like I said, it's demonic, bro. That's why they literally call it Sin City, man, because it's like godless out there, right? So when you go to those type of places, man, like you see right through it, and you just see like, damn, bro, like this is terrible out here, man. Like you just see like you got all like these expensive buildings, right? Like these $1 billion like hotels and buildings and all this stuff, bro. And at the same time, bro, you got like all these like homeless people, man. And it's just like it's like all these lights and all these like distractions, bro. It's just like a covering, but the core of itself is like pretty depressing. It really is. It's kind of like sad and stuff because you see like, I saw this one chick out there as well where she was like standing in one of these like circles, and she had like a sign that said like I would dance for like cigarettes or something. And I'm just like, dang, bro, like this place is so weird, bro. And like I said, like I would have not gone there if it wasn't for like the Grand Canyon tour. Like I was just literally there just to post up for the next day, because that's when I was gonna go, was the next morning, right? But yeah, man, like you just see like a bunch of like weird stuff out there, man. You just see like a lot of, and you like feel it in the air, bro. You feel like this weird like unnatural vibe, bro. And yeah, man, like if you've been there, like I said, if you're in tune with yourself, man, like you probably experienced that for yourself as well. But yeah, man, after I was at the Stratosphere, I went back to my hotel, okay? And I was just like winding down, just watching like a little bit of TV, just watching some like X Games or something like that. It's like BMX and like action sports and stuff. So I was getting ready to go to sleep, right? And for some reason, guys, like I just like when I went to sleep, like I didn't want to turn the lights off, bro. I didn't want to turn like all the lights off, bro, because it was kind of like creepy, you know? You know, it was just like a creepy feeling to be like in a hotel, like in that type of place. And like I'm not even scared of the dark or anything like that, bro. But like when you're somewhere like that, bro, you're just, I don't know, man. Like it's a, like I said, it's spiritual, bro. So you know, I kept some lights on, and obviously, you know, you guys should always be like asking for like protection and stuff like that. You know, if you know, like, talk to God and stuff like that. But that's what I did, man. Like I was just like sleeping there, and I didn't really sleep that good either, man. You know, because I was just kind of like, I don't know, like I didn't really sleep that well. But I had to get up early in the morning. So you know, nothing crazy happened, but like I just woke up the next day. Excuse me, and then I headed out for my tour. Right, drink some water. So yeah, man. The next day I woke up. I got 5 in the morning, and then yeah, man. So I took a bus tour like 2 hours away. Okay, to the Grand Canyon, and that was a vibe itself, man. That was like the highlight of the trip. Okay, so I was just seeing like all the like the scenic the like the scenery and stuff. And it was cool, man. Like, you know, it was cool just being like not having to drive out there. Obviously, like I was just like looking at everything around, and you know, eventually, you know, we went to the Grand Canyon West, right? And I was gonna take a helicopter tour. You know, it was gonna be a helicopter tour, but basically what happened, man, is like I got there, I checked out some of the sites. There was a place called Eagle Point and another place called Guano Point. And you know, I wasn't really at these spots for too long because on the helicopter ride, it said to arrive there ahead of time. You know, like an hour and a half before your actual flight. So I made sure to not be at these locations for too long because there was like these buses that would kind of circle around, you know, pick up people, drop them off, pick them up, drop them off. So, you know, I wasn't really at these spots for too long, you know. And then because the whole reason why I went out there to Vegas and the whole reason why I went out to the Grand Canyon was to take the helicopter tour. So I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss it. So like I went to go like check in, and you know, after I checked in, I still had like an hour and a half left to, you know, just kind of hang around. So I went back to like a different spot on a bench, and I just started to charge my phone. You know, I was just charging my phone. There wasn't really like reception out there or anything, you know, I was just charging it. And I was there for like probably like 20 minutes, maybe a little bit more. But here's the crazy part, guys. So I was just waiting there. Supposedly I had all this time to, you know, waste. But something like within me, like I intuitively just randomly like decided to go back to the building where I checked in for the helicopters. You know, I randomly got up, walked, you know, across to the other place, and bro, like the pilot, he was outside, right? And he called my name, and I was like, yeah, and he's like, oh, I guess like, bro, so I guess the time zone was different from my phone to theirs. So they were literally about to leave. You know, they were literally about to leave, and I just caught it like right on time, bro. You know, I just randomly got up, walked across to the other location, and it just like the timing was just so perfect, bro. You know, because I was literally like they were literally like seconds away from like leaving, and I told them like I thought I was still like an hour early, but I guess like the time zone was like an hour different, and on on my phone it was showing like a different time. So like I literally almost missed the flight, you know. But thankfully, you know, I like I said, bro, it was like God or like a guardian angel or something that like kind of moved me, bro. It was just like I was in one location, and all of a sudden I just intuitively just went to the helicopter place, and then they were like seconds away from leaving, but you know, I I caught the flight. So you know, we took a flight over the Grand Canyon. We went inside the Grand Canyon, And then like the first thing that I see is like when I get out of the helicopter is just like this little like desert squirrel, and he just like literally ran like right up to me, and I thought it was pretty cool, man. But yeah, I was there for like a little bit, and after the helicopter flight, we just went back, and we went back on the bus, right? Like we started heading back to Vegas, and on my way back, I was just thinking about it, man, and I just felt like so grateful. I had like so much gratitude, because I was like, bro, that was like divine timing. That was like so perfect, bro. Like, bro, if I would have stayed at any of the locations for like a minute longer, bro, I would have missed the helicopter flight. But everything was just like so perfectly timed. Like, it was just so crazy, like, to think about. And especially like the last part, man, like where I just randomly, intuitively just went there, supposedly thinking that I had all this time to until I actually had to go. I just randomly got up and they were like about to leave. So yeah, man, I just felt like very grateful for that, bro. Like I felt like like God or like a guardian angel or something like kind of moved me or something, like didn't want me to miss that experience, bro. Because like, can you imagine driving out to Vegas and then driving or taking a tour and then going even further, only to like miss like the helicopter flight, only to miss what you originally came to do. So yeah, man, like I just felt like extremely grateful for that, for not missing the flight. It was definitely like something else, bro. It was just like that. So so that happened, guys. Like I ended up catching the flight, and like I was thankful. And then after that was just like another chill bus ride back to Vegas. And so this is where it gets crazy, guys. Okay, this is where the story kind of wraps up, and I'm kind of gonna finish it. But so after when we got back to Vegas, guys, I was just like ready to leave. Okay, like I wasn't gonna stay there for another night because I had to go to work the next day. So I was gonna drive back from Vegas that night. So when we got back to Vegas, bro, I was like the last person to get dropped off. From all the people on the tour, I was the last person to get dropped off. And when I did, I hopped off the bus, and yeah, man, like I walked a couple blocks, okay, but as soon as I got off the block, or off the bus, I started walking. And obviously, like, you have to be aware of your surroundings, like everywhere you go, but especially like in Vegas, bro. Like, you gotta be like, you gotta keep your head on a swivel, bro. You gotta be like aware. You can't be like distracted. You can't have your head down like on your phone, like just being distracted, bro, because it's not smart to do that. And like I said, bro, like you just see like a bunch of like chaos out there, right? A bunch of chaotic energy and just like all these like zombies, bro, and like these like crazy people, right? So, I started like walking back to. I was gonna go back to the garage where I parked at, okay, and it was about like 4 blocks away. About, I would say it was about like 4 blocks away. And as I was walking like on the sidewalk, I noticed like this person from like a distance. They're probably like 25 feet away, and I noticed they're like walking like behind me and stuff. It was like this person with like a hood, and I just saw them from like my peripheral view. I just saw them from like this side, and I saw them from like this side, but I wasn't like straight up like looking back, like obviously, right? But I noticed them. Okay, that's the first thing. And I came to like an intersection, and then they like caught up like behind me, but they were gonna go the opposite direction. So I was gonna go like this way, and then they were gonna go this way apparently, right? So I think they started crossing, and then I crossed, so we went different directions. All right. And then as I continued to walk, um I just looked back, and then I saw them like still walking the same direction that I was walking. I was like, what the heck, bro? And then so every turn that I was making, they were making that same turn, bro. Like I would go right, And then the whole time they were about like 25 to like 30 feet away. But I noticed that like every time I would make a turn, I would look back and then they would make a turn. And then I would go left and then they would go left. And so I was just like, bro, like it was creepy, guys. Like it's just I literally felt like I was like in a scary movie or something, bro. Like it felt like I was like yeah, man, I felt like I was like in a movie, you know? And yeah, man, it was just like such a creepy feeling, bro, because it was like this dude with like a hood, and I could like literally, I could almost like feel like his like energy from like that far away. So, I was just like started like kind of walking a little bit faster, and I just started like kind of like speed walking. And like I said, every turn that I would make, they would like I would just see them from a distance making the same turn. So like eventually, like I just went down like Fremont Street, and I tried to like lose them in the crowd. So I was just like going through like all different types of people and stuff like that, just kind of trying to lose them. And then even after going through the crowd, like this person probably like was behind me for like 4 blocks, you know. So it was like creepy, guys. Like it was weird. And so after I went through like the crowd, and tried to lose them right there, like I look back one more time, and then I see them like pop out of the crowd. But this time they were like 40 feet away. I kind of lost them a little bit in the crowd, and then I walked one more block, and then I didn't see them anymore. But this person was like freaking, yeah, man, like it was weird, bro. Like they were just like, I don't know, bro. Like it was creepy, guys. Like it was just weird like that. And all right, guys. So something that I wanted to add on to this video is, when I was walking through Fremont Street the day before, I actually caught him on camera by accident. And I was like rewatching some of the videos. I was like, bro, this is literally the same person that was behind me that night. So I just wanted to show you guys what he looked like. And let me know what you guys think about this, bro, because, dude, like, you could just tell by like by how he looks, the type of energy that he's carrying. So this was a screenshot. I think he was like looking at me and stuff. I was like taking a video of the street. He got something in his hand right there. I don't know what it is. But yeah, man, this is the person, man. I was like, dang, bro, like that's crazy. Like, what are the odds that I actually got him on film the day before? And there's another thing that I wanted to show you guys is this post by Reddit. It says Las Vegas gives me bad vibes, and so I want to read it to you guys. It says, even before I woke up, right, spiritually, consciously, I never really liked it very much. It always felt seedy, sleazy, and artificial. Now it has become almost intolerable. I have to go there a few times in the last year, and each time I feel this weight of negativity settle on me almost the second I arrive. It feels so fake and empty to me. There is no genuine vibrancy or life. It's all just a shell, a facade, and in the middle of a wasteland in the desert. And they all have these palm trees and greenery trying to make it look like a lush oasis, but it's all artificial. It's built on barren nothingness. The sordid history of Vegas, the degeneracy and the mindless fulfillment of addictions, the secrecy, the gambling, the sexual gluttony. It honestly feels terrible to me. I feel like it's a hive of parasitic, dark entities and who knows what else. I would be very pleased to never have to set foot in Las Vegas again. Anybody else feel these bad vibes? And I was like, man, that's a great post, man. So I wanted to screenshot it. So I just wanted to add this little clip in this video, guys. So yeah. Yeah, man. So it was like creepy. And then I just headed back to like the garage. Before heading into the garage, I just checked my surroundings one more time. And I went in there and, I hopped in the whip. And I just got the hell out of there, bro. Like I was so over it already. Like I was over it from the beginning, but like I just wanted to leave already, bro. Like I wanted to leave that like demonic ass city, bro. Because yeah, man, it's just terrible, bro. So like I just ended up heading back. I stopped by to get some gas, but it was like already out of the city. It was already out of the city. And then from there, it was just like another long drive home. But I was just like glad that I was out of there, bro, because like I said, man, Vegas is just so low vibrational. You know, like I said, like the environment itself is low vibrational. There's no nature out there. You know, there's just a bunch of drunk people, bunch of like, uh, Jezebels and like just stuff, bro. Like just a dirty environment, like dirty energy, like I don't know. Yeah, bro. So that was my experience, man, with going to Las Vegas on a high SR streak, bro. It just felt like a movie, bro. You know, it just felt like a movie. Like I said, helicopters flying all over the place. Cops just like with their sirens and chaotic energy. And bro, I think at one point, bro, I was like walking down the street and I seen like I don't know to say for sure, but I seen a cop like arrest a person, like arrest a guy. But there was another occasion, like when I hopped off the bus, I saw like some more cops across the street, and I don't know what they were looking at, bro. It looked like a body or something, man. Like it looked like a person, or I don't know, something like laying on the floor. And I was just like, yeah, man, like it's crazy, bro. It's wild out there, man. That's not. I don't recommend you guys really going there. Like, I don't know, man. Just be safe about it, okay? But like I said, man, like there's way better places that you could go to. Um, that place is a zombie city. It's an NPC city, man. It's just artificial. Like I don't care about gambling. I don't care about shopping. I don't care about like all this worldly stuff. So if you go there, man, you're gonna feel like Neo in the Matrix, man. You're gonna feel like an alien or like yeah, man. Like basically what I mean by that, you're gonna feel very out of place, right? And then the very beginning, you may it's cool, right? The lights, yeah, like the buildings and all that stuff, man. But very quickly, guys, the veil's gonna be like revealed. Like the veil is so thin that you're just gonna see it for what it is, bro. It's just it's sad, man. It's just like it's impressive, but it's depressive. Like that place, just like the longer that you stay in there, like the worse that you feel, like spiritually. So can you imagine, guys, like living in that type of place? Like that's why people get like possessed or something down there, bro, because it's like the environment is so low vibrational and they're surrounded by just like BS. And on top of that, man, if you're getting like drunk and if you're like doing substances or doing stuff, bro, like you're gonna be like body snatched out there, man. Like spiritually, it's like somebody hopping in your car and then like taking off, bro. But like your car is your vessel. So if you're not like in control of your mind and stuff like that, bro, like a spirit will like take over your body, man. And it's just like NPCs out there, man. Like a lot of those people are NPCs, man. Like demons or something. So that's just something that you have to look out for. If you guys ever go there, man, yeah, it's not a fun place at all, bro. Like it's just not, man. It's not a place for your soul to be at. Okay, like I said, bro, like nature is so important for your mind and your soul. So like when you go to like cities like that, bro, like the energy is so like chaotic that it's just like yeah, man, like it's just weird, bro. It's just weird. So I don't want to make the video too long. I just had to say what I had to say, man. That was my experience going to Vegas, man. I don't think I'm ever gonna go back there, bro, because it's just like I don't have no reason to be out there for, right? Like I'd rather go somewhere way better, right? Like more fun. And like I said, I was only there because I was going to the Grand Canyon. But the short time that I was in Vegas, bro, it was just crazy, and it was just like, yeah, bro, the vibes were just like disgusting out there, So, and that's another thing that I noticed too. Like I seen like videos where they say like that Vegas is like haunted or something, and it makes sense, bro, because there's been a lot of like crazy stuff out there that could happen, bro. So like I feel like they say like a lot of the hotels are like haunted or something, and I wouldn't be surprised, bro. But like I said, you just gotta like you just gotta be like aware, I guess, or you just gotta know where you're at. But I don't know, man. That's just my experience, guys. Like I'm just kind of like rambling at this point, but I just wanted to talk about that real quick, guys. My experience going to low vibrational Vegas. Okay. So with that being said, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.